Can you trade stocks with $100? I won't make you stay around to the end. I'll answer it right now. Yes, you can. And I want to give you a little bit more perspective as that's going to be very, very important. But just realize, yes, you can trade stocks with $100. And at the very end of the video, I'll share with you a tool that's always running promotions, and you'll actually get free stock for just signing up with them as part of their promotion. So stick around until then. But like I said, perspective is what matters here the most, because you can start with $100, but you need to have expectations in line with reality. And if you don't have this in place, then you're going to be very disappointed. You're going to get a false impression, and you're just going to be doing yourself a disservice, because trading, investing, it is awesome. It is powerful. I mean, it just opens up so many windows of opportunity. But if you show up with expectations, out of line with how things actually are, then like I said, you're not going to be able to take full advantage of things. So I want to just be upfront with you that yes, you can start with $100, but let's build some perspective here. So we are starting with $100. And let's just say, for example's sake, your goal is going to be $100. So you have $100, that's the amount, and the goal is going to be $100. So in order to take that $100 and make $100 with it, what kind of return are you going to need? Well, you're going to need to double your money. In other words, you would need a 100% return. So absolutely, you can start with that $100, but if your goal is $100, well, the way the math works out is whatever you're buying, whether that be stock, crypto, whatever, in order to get $100, by starting with $100, you need to double that amount. In other words, you need to get a 100% return on investment. Now, what about if you have $1,000? And again, if the goal is $100, what kind of percent would you need? Well, in this situation, you would need 10%. Now, I don't want to insult your mathematical intelligence, but why did that percentage go down? Well, because the amount went up. So again, percentage required to make $100 went down because the starting amount went up. And then finally, let's say you have $10,000 as your starting amount. And again, the goal is $100. Well, what sort of percentage return would you need to make $100? Starting with $10,000, you would need a 1% return. So my point here is this: the more money you have, the easier it is to make $100. Easier being defined as a percentage standpoint, meaning instead of needing 100% return, if you're just starting with $100, you would only need 1% if you're starting with $10,000. Now, I'm not saying trading or investing is easy. It's a very challenging pursuit. I'm just saying easy from a strictly mathematical perspective, in the sense of you just need less percentage to make the same amount of money, being that $100 goal. So I'm not trying to rain on your parade or anything like that, because yes, you absolutely can get started with $100, but please don't show up thinking that you can take $100 and then turn it into, a private jet or a Lamborghini or whatever you see on social media. That's not going to happen with $100. But that doesn't mean you can't take that $100, get started, begin to learn, and accumulate that into more and more money. But like I said, just have real expectations going in. The more money you have, the easier it is to make money, because you don't need as big of percentage returns. And then if you do want to get started and use a broker that allow you to sign up with $100, make sure to check out Webull. And it's really just as easy as this. If you want to get their promotions, which is free stocks, all you got to do is open that account, make a deposit. And again, that deposit can be that $100, and then you receive free shares, which you could then turn around and sell. Then all of a sudden you have more than $100. And if you want to learn more, go check out that link that I'll put down below the video. For transparency's sake, that is an affiliate link. So if you sign up, I will also get something. So just keep that in mind. But hey, if it's an easy way to help out the channel for free, I'll get something. You get a broker, you get free shares. And like I said, I think that's a good win-win situation, but I did want to be transparent about that. So yes, again, you can start with $100, but just realize the more money you have, the easier it is to make that $100. I think that's just a good way to look at it, is if your goal is to make $100, okay, what kind of percentage would be needed if I'm using fill in the blank of whatever amount you may have. So I'm not saying your goal has to be $100, but it just makes the math a little bit easier. So I hope this helps. If you do have any other questions or suggestions, leave those down in the comment section below. And if you don't have a broker or online platform yet, definitely consider Webull, because you'll get, they'll allow you to do the $100, and then they'll give you free stock, which I think is always a good thing. So I hope this helps, and I hope this builds perspective, which is definitely the most important thing. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.